Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just spoken to the Resistance on Balmorra and almost, and I say almost with a slight inclination towards failure, almost infiltrated the Resistance itself. So, we are now going to be dealing some damage to the Imperials, as far as I'm aware, trying to destroy the Resistance generators as well as we go about our... Yeah, this is actually the planet mission. I was hoping this was the class mission, yes, but never mind. It's actually okay, because we can actually head on over and take out these two generators without too much difficulty, and then we'll be heading back and locating the shielded power cores. So where actually is that? Okay, they're all the way over there, so I'm actually going to be teleporting back to Sobrik, and we'll talk to Lieutenant Davril, and then we'll make our way over on a speeder to the shielded power cores. I was very hopeful that we were heading towards the class story there, because I'm having a great deal of fun with it. But, yeah, no such luck right now. So, let us now head on over to Davril, and we'll speak to him and see what he has to say, and then we'll be off to... well, further ingratiate ourselves with the enemy. That sounds like a good plan to me, anyway.
Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Good work, but it looks like the Resistance isn't done yet.
I will hunt down each and every member of the Resistance if I have to.
Good to hear you say it. Used to be we kept the Resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Aran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the Resistance back in their place.
Ah, okay, so let us speak to Lieutenant Thorpe. I think he is where? Oh, he's all the way over there. Oh, okay, well, that's actually pretty good. It's actually seeming to be quite near where we need to head to for our class story anyway. So that sounds like a good plan to me. We'll head on over and we'll take a speeder, and I'll see you once we arrive. Okay, so we've arrived at Lieutenant Thorpe's location, and we'll now speak to him about the big guns.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. Let us hope you are versatile. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
I don't do dinner service.
Funny. The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davril told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
You require me to eliminate these cyborgs.
Well intuited, Agent. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
I suppose it's not the worst plan I've heard.
I thought it was rather good myself. Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear.
Oh, very well. We need to recover quite a few cyborg rocket packs by the looks of things. We're also getting some braces, which are no doubt going to help us out quite a bit. And now we will be making our way over to where the cyborgs are, just down the road here. And it appears that we also have the Okara droid factory within our sights as well. So first off, we're going to head on over and take out these guys as quickly as we can. We're going to try a nice ambush to start off, and then a snipe, of course. A nice leg shot should also help us out a bit as well. And let's get some suppressive fire in here as well. Hopefully we can deal some pretty significant, wow, pretty nice damage, I gotta say. Take out these guys without too many difficulties, and then we can just take out this guy without too many problems as well. Now we are, of course, going to be looting the rocket packs. Unfortunately, I think we need to get the guys that are going to drop in on us when we are actually fighting the enemy units, so we're going to have to fight quite a few of these to get where we need to go. Now let's just see here. I'd like to try and take these guys out as fast as possible, of course. Okay, so now... Oh yes, suppressive fire. Yes. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Ah yes, we are only getting one per group by the looks of things. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? But what can you do? There we are. Take out that. Now we can deal with this as well, with suppressive fire once again. Very nice, very nice. Maybe one more rocket pack will drop from this guy? That would be rather nice. Nope, it appears as though we have to fight one more group then. That's okay. Not a problem. There we go, and yes, probably a good idea to stay in cover. Use our suppressive fire there. There we have it. Very nice indeed. So we actually looted many more rocket packs than we needed, but nevertheless, we will now head on to the Okara droid factory. Actually, should I head back to Lieutenant Thorpe first? Because he may actually give us a mission that is nearby to where we need to go anyway. So that might actually be a better idea. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll head on back over to him and see what he needs us to do next. Maybe it will be something that will be next to the shielded power cores. Might be. You never know.
Word has it, the former Balmoran Minister of Defense, Vol Argan, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Maybe he'll decide to come here and fight, so I can kill him.
We'll do our utmost to provoke him. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmoran defector, Cavil Aran, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
Okay, well, we're now going to be heading on to him. Unfortunately, he appears to be in the opposite direction. Wait a minute. Yep, he appears to be at Gorinth Outpost, which we already have a quick travel to, if I am correct. Are we correct about that? Yes, I am. That is actually pretty amazing, because then we will be able to use that after we have completed our mission here. Well, it seems as though we will now be heading on to locate the shielded power cores, which should go rather smoothly. Obviously, we do not have stealth, so we will have to fight through all of the opponents, but that shouldn't be too difficult, considering we are a very highly trained sniper, and we will assassinate as many of their units as we can, and we are no doubt going to be entering a personal phase, maybe? I'm actually not entirely sure. It seems as though this is part group, and... oh no, there it is. Okay, well, never mind. I actually thought this was going to be a group phase. Well, technically, maybe a group? No, I have no idea. Well, whatever the case, we're just going to be heading around here, dealing some damage with some suppressive fire. This is actually an incredible ability, because as you can see, it's such a long channel of it, and then of course I would attack that by mistake. That's wonderful, isn't it? But yes, nevertheless, it's such a long channel to have suppressive fire that you just kill everything with literally using no resource whatsoever. It's actually really nice, because as we can see here, we are now level 18, but as we see here, it actually doesn't seem to use any resource? Is that true? Surely not. Let's just see here. It doesn't. Oh, it does. Yeah, of course. Of course it does. It doesn't say, though. Oh, no, wait. It says, there we are, spending 45 energy over the duration. So that's actually very nice, because it gives you a staggered energy usage, and I gotta say that seems like a pretty cool idea to me. Especially against large amounts of enemies. That's exactly why I spec'd into suppressive fire increased damage, because obviously we're going to be using it quite a lot against groups of enemies. So we need to head over here by the looks of things, so let's see what we can do. Okay, so first off, I want to assassinate this guy, and let's see what we can do about the stronger unit here. Okay, we need to try and manage our energy pretty reasonably right now. We need to try and make sure that we are at 4 pips all the time. Make sure our regeneration is as fast as possible, so we can continue using our amazing abilities. And, oh, I see. Wow, this seems to be a rather large area. Okay, wait a minute. Can I do something amusing here? Yep. It appears as though I can do something amusing. Wonderful. Very nice. I like that. Now, are they still alive? No, of course not. Whoa, there's actually some loot down there. Let's go and get that. No, let's not go and get that loot. That would probably be a bad idea. There appears to actually be someone still alive, though. That is a little unfortunate. I'm actually unsure where he is, but nevertheless, we're just going to have to head onward. Look at that damage, though. That is pretty insane. We're able to kill those normal units very easily. Okay, let's just continue onward. Even though there is still a unit back there, I feel as though continuing onward is the only way we can really progress, obviously. Hopefully Kaleo will join me. Yes, there she is. Okay, so far so good, and let's try and... Oh, apparently I don't have any kind of interruption abilities, do I? I thought I did. Ah, that's rather interesting. Okay, well, suppressive fire will deal with these. Or maybe not, because they didn't decide to walk into the area. That's unfortunate. There we go. Yes. Okay, let's take out this standard definition droid, and then we can also... hopefully do this. There we go. Okay, so apparently there's some weird stuff going on here. I have no idea. Oh, there he is. Okay, wait. Has he disappeared now? I have no idea. That guy seems to be bugging out incredibly severely right now. That is probably a mistake on my part to push those guys off, but I thought, well, why not? We have to do it. We have to do that. Okay, so we have scattershot here. I'd like to be able to find something that interrupts people, but I don't know whether we actually have something like that. It doesn't appear as though that is the case. Maybe I'm missing it. We might be missing something here. No, this is it. Yes, we haven't trained. Okay, so we need to train when we can. That's going to be helpful. Okay, that was very useful indeed to blow that up, of course. Now, we're going to try and avoid as many units as we can. There we go, eliminate all those guys. Whoa, okay. There appears to be a lot of shocks going on here as well, thanks to the generator. Oh, we're actually getting a nice item here by the looks of things. Wow, what is that? Hut feast ingredients. Absolutely pointless because apparently Kaleo doesn't like it. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, come on. Gotta take this out before it gets out of the stun. Ah, unlikely. There we go. Okay. So, thankfully enough, Kaleo has now caught up. She has, yeah, a lot of problems right now. Actually chasing us because of the bugged enemy that we pushed off the edge. Well, that's just how it goes, isn't it? We're gonna have to see what we can do by ourselves right now until she catches up. That's going to be pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. Wait, maybe I can select her to make her passive. There we go. There she is. Okay, so maybe we can now have her heal me. That would be wonderful. Maybe I can use evasion a little bit as well. There we go. There we go. Thankfully, she is now with us. That was very close indeed. And there we are. Very nice. Okay, so let us now interact. Not eligible for this... Really? Not eligible for this conversation? Is that because we're in combat still? I'm gonna assume that is the case. So I'm gonna, I think, relog. I'm gonna relog and I'll see you soon. Okay, so to cut a long story short, I killed myself by jumping off the edge there and ran all the way back, fought through most of the enemies. Apparently they respawned for some unknown reason, and yes, we are now absolutely sorted. So note to self, do not knock anyone off unless you are completely sure they are going to die from it. So, without further ado, let us recover the shielded power cores.
Thank the stars I reached you. Sorry about earlier. With Chemish there, I couldn't say a thing. Station Chief Ranald told me you were from Imperial Intelligence, so I set things up as fast as I could. Anyway, Sanju Pine. Guess you know that.
Do you always babble on like this?
Sometimes. More than I'd like. So, Chemish verified your background. Intelligence did its job, you're fine there. I'm doing my best to find out anything about the cell leader, Grey Star. Maybe you can learn more when Chemish trusts you.
Winning over Chemish is the top priority.
Right. Well, she's a fanatic, but she respects results. The more you impress her, the more she'll give. There's one other thing. Those power cores you're after, you know what Chemish plans to do with them, right? She's gonna attack Sobrik. She'll have some of the new recruits plant the bombs and run. Hit the town and the Imperial base.
Don't interfere with this mission, Sanju.
I know. Just hear me out. I know a way to disable the power cores so Chemish won't suspect you. There's a machine in the factory that can do it. Run the sealed case through the machine, and the cores will fry. Chemish will see you didn't unlock it. She'll assume the cores went bad over the years.
My patience is wearing thin.
Look, I'm sorry. I was out of line, and it won't happen again. The mission is too important to risk Chemish getting suspicious. I'll see you when you get back to Troida, okay? Sanju out.
Kinda cute, isn't he? Kinda stupid, too. If he had money, he'd be perfect.
Don't let me stand in your way.
I never will. Anyway, let's find that machine. Or maybe not.
Okay, well, there we have it. Now, where do we have to head to next? It seems as though we also have to head to... okay, the same exact place. So we're going to be heading on over to Gorinth Imperial Outpost, and then I think we'll probably port to the outpost just south of that, because that appears to be on the lower ground. If I recall correctly, Balmorra has a weird layout where you have to take a lot of lifts and elevators up and down, all over the place. But yes, we are now going to be speaking to Cavil Aran, and he is just over here.
Agent, I hear you represent your empire well. How do you like Balmorra so far? Hard to believe there's so much fighting over so little.
I thought this was an Imperial operation.
I thought the lieutenant would have told you. I'm Balmorran, but I'm also a businessman. Patriotism is bad for business. So is death, but only to a point. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
What's so scary about them?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. Their camp's in the Gorinth wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard.
Okay, so we need to decloak and defeat stealth troopers, and we also have a new belt for us right there. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much for that. And so, we will now be heading on to Chemish, who is appearing to be down here. Of course, we need to take a lift. Is there no lift? Okay, apparently there appears to be a lift, but it's not right here, so I'm just going to jump down and do it the bootleg way, just jumping straight on down the cliff. Where is the lift? I thought it was around here somewhere. Oh, is that it? Maybe that's it. That might actually be it. I actually have no idea, but nevertheless, maybe we had to take a speeder or something just for that small amount? Surely not. Well, whatever the case, let's head in to Workshop A6 and speak with the leader of the Resistance once more. Hopefully she will accept us this time. A little bit more easily, perhaps.
Back already? Your friend's quick, Sanju.
Told you he was good.
You tell me a lot of things, but I asked for the stealth droid power cores. If you don't have them, you're wasting my time.
Right here, Kemish. The full crate, all yours.
Huh. Looks like you actually made it to the factory. It'll take a minute to get this case open. Sanju, go fetch Pyther and a droid.
I think we've got it, Kemish. Crack the case open and let's see if our new friend did the job right.
Looks like everything's here. The power cores read fully functional. This is nice. Very nice.
I think it's time to blow up some Imperials.
I agree. It is about that time, isn't it? I'll make the arrangements. You realize I wasn't expecting much. Didn't know if you were really for the cause. Didn't know if you had the skills. Still not sure how far I can trust you. But you've got the talent.
I've got talents you haven't even dreamed of.
Yeah, maybe you're right. We keep working together and maybe I'll find out. While my people are fixing up the power cores and planting them around Sobrik, you'll be doing something different. You seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
Useful. For all sorts of things.
Seemed like a good discovery. Greystar set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. Turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
Give the word and I'll secure the place for you. Drooling killers or not.
You don't think small, do you, huh? Tempting, but no. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all this clear? Getting the data won't be easy, but you manage the factory, so I figure you can survive the outpost.
I know what I'm doing. I'll make it through the caves.
Now get out of here. I've got some power cores to pass around and an attack to plan.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're going to be taking the crystals because even though this is very much better than our vibro knife, I think we could probably mod something a little better, or maybe we'll find something from the planetary missions. We never know. So, installing the transmitter is our next step, which actually just happens to be up here by Gorinth Canyon, as well as, obviously, the stealth troopers. So, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.